For professional and even recreational athletes, the goal is to win. Whether it's an individual championship, a team championship. Well, come Sunday night in Calgary, one team will be celebrating, the other will be disappointed as the battle for the Grey Cup will have been decided. Players and coaches, of course, they want to have that little extra advantage to win the championship of the Canadian Football League, maybe a little help from above. Well, joining me to talk about football and spiritual things is former BC Lion and Hamilton Tiger Cat receiver Steve KEARNS. Steve is the chaplain for the Tiger Cats, also has been the chaplain for the Toronto Raptors of the NBA and other pro teams as well. Steve, good to have you on 100 Huntley Street.
Great. Happy to be here, Greg. Thank you.
So do the athletes say, hey, Steve, we want to win. Will you pray for that?
They've never said that directly, but I've prayed for a win before. So, and I'm praying the Ticats get there and they're going to win.
Okay, I want to talk more a little bit later on about sports chaplaincy, but I want to get your story.
Sure.
You played with the BC Lions and also with the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Correct.
But you were raised down in Brazil. Your parents were missionaries.
That's correct, yeah. My parents were missionaries in a small town, Curudupu, and kind of in the north, and we went to school in Belém. And my brother and I, I've got a twin brother, good-looking guy, I might mention.
Your twin, by the way.
Oh, my twin, yeah, okay. And so we were born in São Luís, so yeah, we spent probably most of the first 14 years of our life in northern part of Brazil.
So you played the football that they talk about, which in Brazil, it's like a religion.
Yes.
But you came back to Canada for family reasons, and then you started playing football, Canadian football. How did that all happen?
We just, we played variety, whatever was in season in high school, and I'm not sure why we didn't play that one year, but then the next year in the 11th grade, it was like, yeah, let's play. So we went out and played and had fun and did fairly well.
Your spiritual journey, Kate, your parents are very devoted, obviously, to following Jesus. They went down and missionaries to Brazil. How about your own journey?
Yeah, I came to faith we went to a boarding school in Belém, and it was there that I gave my life to Christ, and so it's been a process. I've had some ups and downs, and it's a continually growth process, and so yeah, still learning, still trying to figure it all out, but I've grown quite a bit in the last while, and God's been good.
So sport's a big part of your life, Steve. You're a chaplain now. As I mentioned, with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, you've been with the Raptors and some other teams, professional and amateur. What's the reception when you start meeting the players? Are they open? What are you finding when you have a chance to meet with them and talk with them about spiritual things?
Yeah, I think they're open. The first, I think, is that you have to build the relationship, and especially on the professional level where I think trust is where you have to go first, and they have to trust you, so you try to, I think sometimes the misconception is that, if you're, that all you do is sit around and read the Bible and do those kinds of things, but sometimes you can just, like in Hamilton, for instance, we have a ping pong table, so that's one of the ways that I can build relationships. So just play ping pong with them or whatever. Yeah. And then you have that opportunity later that they can trust you, because, and at that level, there's a lot of people coming at them. And so our approach has always been, we're here to serve and to help, not to get. And so once the trust is there, then they're open. I've never been in a situation where they were just totally cut you off, so it's been good in that sense. So open is good.
So Grey Cup week, what are some of the exciting things that'll be happening?
Well, yeah, you could actually, if you want to, there's a greatcupbreakfast.ca website, and you can see a lot of stuff there. But over the last few years, it used to be just the breakfast on the Saturday morning prior. Actually, the breakfast this year is on my birthday, so that's kind of cool. Have a big party for my birthday.
All right.
But we'll go into some prisons. Usually, I don't know exactly the things we're doing, but those are some of the things that are going to be set up. Either prisons, schools, into inner city missions, just anywhere that we can connect with, maybe youth group. Quite often now over the last 5 or 6 years, we've done an event for single mothers. And that was really kind of, pinball kind of was on his heart.
Mike Clemens,
that's
of course,
where he
yeah,
came, right?
yeah.
Mike Pinball Clemens. So we'll do that. So we usually bring in 3 or 4 players that aren't playing in the game. So they come for the week, usually Tuesday through Saturday, and we'll break up into teams and just go on a variety of different things in the community and allow them to share their faith.
Well, it's a great time, the Grey Cup. It's one of the unifying factors we have in our country.
Yeah.
And Steve, well, thank you for your work, and we're looking forward to continuing to talk to other athletes that Jesus is making a difference. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate it.